That would be good. See who shows up. Okay. Hey, TikTok, thank you for joining. At our midweek, Roots Revival midweek healing and prayer service. So I have the view right here. So if you please post your prayer requests and healing requests. We'll be getting to those in a minute. We're going to hi Liz, we're going to let some people tune in here on YouTube. I do have some prayer requests that people have sent in ahead of time, so we're going to get to those. You're very welcome. Okay. So again, this is the midweek in our Roots Revival InterFaith church service, which we do on Sundays, the Sunday service at 8 p.m. here on TikTok, YouTube. And we like to put one through in the midweek too for people who can't quite get it there on Sunday. That way you can get your requests answered here. This week, Sunday, is part 2 of our faith series. So it's faith versus, what is that? I write down here. Faith. I should do that. We're on part 2 this week's was faith versus fear and worry. We're on part 2 this week's was faith versus fear and worry. And this week's coming up will be faith versus emotion. So that's Sunday at 8. Faith versus emotion is going to be a great one. So make sure to tune in. Okay. Thank you, Liz. Okay, so I know we're a little bit behind, so I just want to get started here. And thanks, everybody, for tuning in. So, again, this is midweek prayer service. So if you could just, calm down and calm your mind a bit, and we're going to all join together to give out healing and prayers for those who are in need and those who are requesting it. And I feel more specifically for those who aren't, okay? So a lot of people don't feel comfortable doing so or asking for help. And if you know someone's silently suffering here, now's the time to really just send them the healing that they don't want to ask for. It's really important that when you have the ability to, let's start off here with lifting up a prayer for Gazavero. Gazavero is praying for his family, his health, and that of peace. So this is very bold and very good and very beautiful. So I want to lift that up and claim that for Gazavero. Okay. Those of you also looking for peace, feel free to join in here and help us get healing and peace for not only Gazavero and his family, but for everybody. It's such a requirement that no one really seems to put the time into, Okay. Peace. Okay, and we have one here from Liz who would like a prayer for focus so she can meet her deadline without the overwhelming anxiety. Okay, and we're going to pray for Liz here. Lift this one up so that Liz can focus her thoughts, focus her energy. Maybe stop looking at the goal and focus more on the steps that she needs to take. Don't look at the end while you're still running, Keep your eyes on your feet. Okay. Let's claim this for Liz and give her the healing and focus that she's looking for. Okay. I want to give a prayer to Linda, who is struggling, having a really hard time. She lost a son, and I want to give a prayer and healing for Linda. So those who are watching, send some healing Linda's way. Some mental clarity, some emotional clarity, and an uplifting spirit to her to find the strength to move forward and move on. Okay. I would like to add healing for people with stomach issues. These are oftentimes caused by unseen circumstances here that you cause yourself. And I want to address this. I want to lift this up and give healing to those who are causing their own stomach issues. That you can find a nice space to rest, a nice place to regroup and calm down and even yourself out. That you find that balance that you need to get over your self-caused stomach issues. One for Lovely Rose 333, who has most horrible headaches, and we can pray for her healing to get through this tough time, to lift this head pain, to stop future headaches, and to give her the healing that she needs. Lift that up, and we claim that prayer for Lovely Rose. We have Tanisha, who's praying for restful sleep. Lift that one up. That's very important. Sleep is a time to rest and recoup and ground yourself and reconnect. And without that, you really can't be whole. So we want to lift this up for Tanisha. Pray for Tanisha. Make sure she gets her healing and her restful sleep to reconnect with herself, spirit, and her day-to-day life so that she can stay on path and continue forward. Okay. Thank you, Batty Eddie. Okay, everybody. I want to wrap this one up too with just a general, overall prayer for safety and wellness, both physically and mentally, that everyone can recognize the dangers in their lives ahead of time so that they can avoid them. Choose wisely, trust their intuition, and make the right moves so that they can stay safe, happy, healthy, and continue on to lead a full, joyous life without interruption. Okay? So we'll lift that up, claim that on behalf of everyone tuning into their intuition and doing the right thing. Okay. We got Joan, who's praying for her mom who has COVID. There's an ambulance at the house right now, and it's not looking good, she says, so please pray. Everybody, it's a big one for Joan and her mom and Joan's family. Send healing their way, prayers their way. Let's lift that up and claim that one for Joan. Okay. And Cynthia, want to send both prayers and healing here for Cynthia, who is trying to get sober. It's a big step, Cynthia. We're lifting that up, and we're claiming that for you. Taking the first step is the hardest, and we're all proud of you for doing this. Just remember, every step forward, no matter how small, is still a step forward. So keep taking them. Even if they don't feel like you're making big strides, just keep going forward. So we're going to lift that up and claim that for Cynthia so that she may get the sobriety that she wants and needs and the clarity and prosperity that then come with that. Okay. Hey, everybody, thank you so much for coming this midweek healing and prayer session. We will be doing our Sunday service at 8 p.m. on TikTok and YouTube. This week's is part 2 of the Faith series. This is going to be Faith versus Emotion. And if you didn't catch us last week, the show is up on YouTube, as well as the podcast is available anywhere you get them, any streaming platform. We are there, Roots Revival. Okay, everybody, I will see you Sunday.